Hey guys, what's up? Welcome back to Hogwarts Legacy. Today we're on part 17, and I excuse the audio in advance. It's going to sound like my first part if you guys saw it, because I changed my audio settings and then forgot to turn the game back down. So the game is super loud, my mic is super quiet. I apologize in advance. We are about to go meet up with Sebastian and see what he's up to. I also originally was going to split this full part into two separate parts because it is jam-packed with action, but I wanted all the bad audio in one part. So this is a longer part. It's 45 minutes. I hope you guys enjoy. Put on your seatbelts.
Catacomb which requires a dark sacrifice.
I know how it sounds, but if this can help you, it's worth the risk.
Does Ominous know about this?
He helped find the scriptorium where we discovered Slytherin's spellbook.
Very well. If Ominous will be there, I'll meet you. We don't have much time. Solomon wants to leave Veldcroft.
What? Leave? Never mind. You need to stall him. Buy us time, Anne. Please.
I shall do my best. I'll be in touch.
Sebastian.
I can't believe my uncle wants to leave Veldcroft. Anne's going to stall him. She must. We need time.
Time? For what?
I've learned more about the relic. I cross-referenced Slytherin's spellbook with everything in the library on relics and dark sacrifices. That's when I realized something. I believe the relic will only work inside the catacomb.
So we have to get Anne to the catacomb and then conduct a sacrifice. Seems risky.
It'll be worth the risk. Our biggest hurdle may be convincing Ominous. And we'll only give this a chance if he's on board.
And we have to keep all of this from your uncle. If he goes to the headmaster, we could be expelled.
Let me handle Ominous this time. As for my uncle, he's not an Auror anymore. What he doesn't know, well, won't hurt us.
Good luck with Ominous. Is everything all right?
There are times when my father's absence drifts to the back of my mind. But this is not one of those times. I miss him. I miss running with him. He should still be here. And it's my fault that he isn't.
It's not your fault, Natty.
That is what my mother says. I find myself reliving the moment more often than I would like. I believe I would feel less helpless. Each day they remain free, they do more damage, leaving people like Archie Bickle to suffer the consequences.
I agree, Natty. We'll get them. I've never seen someone so committed to a cause.
Thank you.
I take it this means you had some luck at the library.
It took a few hours and some eye-watering maps, but I think this might be the cave Doran told us about.
Impressive, especially...
Well, I'm still not sure this is the cave. I stumbled across some folklore about a cave in the area that people avoid. It's a bit of a leap, I confess, but might a mysterious item such as a special... I think I'm desperate for anything at this point.
Well?
Agreed. What is going on with that?
So I really didn't want to scrap this part because, as you will see, a lot happens, so I'll just do voiceovers when necessary. So sorry once again. For these walls, if you see... there are different symbols for each wall that you want to open, so I just grabbed the two symbols and acioed the little levers for each of those, and that opened one wall. And then once you get the moths hidden behind the walls, you put them on these two moth stands, and then you depulso it, and you keep depulsoing it until the gate opens. So for this next part, you take the two moths from the past room you were in and put them in the two moth stands. One is closest to the bridge you'll be going over, and one is a little further away.
Merlin, it's beautiful.
So then when you cross over, you want to hit depulso the furthest away moth stand, and another moth will appear next to you because the door has 3 moths needed. And then you just cross back over the bridge and get the other moth.
You did it! Merlin, it's even more beautiful close up. We found it! It's like staring direct. Well, we found what we came for. Now we just need to bring it to the henge.
Well done, Poppy. This did end up being the right cave after all.
A good thing, too. We need every advantage over the poachers if we're to get to the Snidgets first. We should do as Doran suggested and bring the moonstone to the henge. That's the henge, precisely where Doran said it would be. But now that we're here, I'm not in... We knew we were at the cave for the moonstone, but Doran didn't tell us what to expect when we placed the stone in the henge.
Whatever it is.
The clock is ticking in that regard. Let's make our way down.
I was thinking about how interesting it was how she acted when we first met the centaurs. She was kind of like, oh yeah, they can read people and know if they've done bad, but acted kind of scared that they could do that, so I hope that she confesses whatever went down with that.
Oh. That was a mooncalf dance. They only ever happen under a full moon.
Is the pattern they left behind on the ground normal?
All part of the dance. Can't wait to tell Goran that I've managed to see not one, but two.
You've seen this before?
It was pure luck the first time. I was on Highwing, or I'd never have spotted it. Well, the night I met Highwing, actually,
I'd love to hear about how you and Highwing met.
I'd actually like you to know. About 5 years ago, Highwing had been captured by poachers. At first, they planned to sell her, but soon decided they wanted to kill her instead. More money, I suppose. I'd finally had enough. I freed Highwing and we ran. We'd flown for ages when I spotted mooncalves dancing below and we landed to watch them. It felt like an omen. A good one. A sign that the worst was over.
What do you mean you'd had enough and the worst was over?
You see, the night I freed Highwing was also the night I ran away from home. A poacher camp. I come from a family of poachers.
Merlin, I don't know what to say, Poppy.
I never fitted in, but the older I got, the more apparent it became. Suffice it to say, when I left with Highwing, I flew straight for her house.
How brave. I'm glad you...
So am I. There were so many
From everything I've seen...
I've had a bit of help. I've never told anyone any of this.
I'm glad you...
We should get back to Doran.
Are you finished with the drawing?
Just barely. I think the pattern's a bird. At least that's what it looks like.
Didn't the journal say the key to finding the Snidgets lies in the moonlight?
Of course. Perhaps we should head back to the castle and...
Agreed. Tell us.
Fall dead asleep on my feet.
This cart ought to get me deeper into the mine. Just like Gringotts, but I'm in the driver's seat this time.
Something seems wrong.
How deep will this take me?
Ranrock's gonna be pleased with our progress. Who was on that car? Up with it, with his pa, will ya?
Hello?
Over here! complete. The wizarding world will crumble!
I have to find a way to stop that drill.
That is unfortunate. No matter, we will build another.
I found this one lurking outside.
Lord Gok, come to make amends, little brother.
I came to stop this.
What is this you've brought me? It cannot be. All this time,
You knew. You knew where it was.
Are you alright?
I'll never understand you, Lord Gok. So gullible. That witch did not consider you an equal. She, like all wizard kind, sought only to use you.
You're wrong, Ranrock.
The young ones are especially deceitful. They are taught to hide their disgust for us, as they exploit us.
Astonishing that our ancestors ever trusted each other.
All this time, looking everywhere for the final repository, searching in vain for Bragbor's last journal. Wasted my time, chasing a child. And my little brother knew where it was all along. But now, I don't need you. I don't need any of you.
I was bringing it to you.
You are a traitor to our kind!
Avada kedavra!
I was like so stressed that he was alive somehow, and I was like, get his body, don't leave him in there. But it was really sad to see, like, oh, it looked like he might have been giving him the book, but in reality he was staying honest and loyal to us, even in the end. So that was sad that he got killed by his own brother, and shocking who his brother was.
Poor Lord Gok, dead by his brother's hand. No wonder he tried so hard to reason with him. I'll send word to Fig to meet me in the map chamber. He and the Keepers need to know Ranrock has that journal and knows where the final repository is. Professor, you received my L. Ranrock has the last of Bragbor's journals. He killed Lord Gok to get it. He knows where the last repository is.
Godric's heart.
Lord Gok and Ranrock were brothers. Lord Gok was bringing the journal to me.
Ranrock is a monster. We need to know where the final repository is.
Surely this changes things. Ranrock has Bragbor's journals and knows where the final repository is.
We obliviated Bragbor. He kept journals? Why would he have documented all of this? He didn't know what we were containing.
I'm afraid I can't say. I didn't read the journals.
I fear you are correct. The situation is far from ideal, but we can wait no longer. I will defer to Professor Rockham as to how to proceed.
Based upon the memories they have seen, I believe our young friend is well aware of the grave circumstances in which we find ourselves. The next trial will involve an exceptional level of magical skill and a nuanced ability to interact with beasts. Find a face of stone and tendrils. I should advise you that you must engage with any beast that is part of the trial on your own. Professor Bakar will meet you in his pensive room.
An exceptional level of magical skill? Nuanced ability to interact with beasts? I suppose we should begin our search for a face of stone and tendrils, whatever that may be.
Very well.
Professor Weasley has been keeping an eye on me. Perhaps we should meet there, so she has no reason to raise concerns with Professor Black. I shall see you near the coast. Is that a... It is. I believe I know what must be done.
Well, I'm happy you know.
Do you recognize the head sculpted there?
It looks like a grap horn.
And the prints carved into the ground lead me to believe that a grap horn will somehow open the way forward.
That's what Professor Rackham meant when he spoke of my needing an ability to interact with beasts.
It would seem so. I do know that the last of a long dynasty of grap horns lives nearby. I suspect you'll need to bring him here.
Anne's worried. She said Sebastian promised her that I would be there if she went to meet him in the catacomb. But now he's asking her to join him immediately and to come alone. She says he doesn't sound himself.
Everything all right?
Far from it. I wandered into a ruin and was attacked by spiders. Oh, if you've got some Wiggenweld potion, though, I'm sure that would put me right.
Spiders do tend to appear in ruins.
You've saved me life. Must stay away. Oh, and thank you.
Reparo. Not so tricky after all, Merlin. Very well. Lord of the Shore, show yourself.
So stressed.
I need your help, friend.
I was really excited to get the Grafhorn mount, so the battle was worth it. It was a little challenging, but, you know, it was totally worth it for me to run over some poachers. My favorite thing to do.
Professor Rackham was right to have had faith in you. My memories should answer any questions you may have about the power you will need to protect.
Thank you, Professor Bakar. I shall see you back in the map chamber. Revelio.
Hello? Isadora? Isadora? Mr. Morgan,
Son, I'm glad you're here.
Isadora was not at her home.
I know.
Her father... Percival.
What is it?
It is as though he was stripped not only of his pain, but of all emotion.
Everything is much worse than I feared. Neve was right. Isadora hasn't stopped. I've just learned that she has been wielding that magic on students.
We must gather the others. I need you to return to your common room, all right?
What have you done?
Take a breath.
Students, Isadora.
Everyone feels pain. And why? Because of your arrogance? Your obsession with secrets? He won't suffer any longer. Not my father, not my students, no one.
Isadora, set down your wand.
Professor, you taught me to hone my power, not throw it away.
I did not teach you this. Expelliarmus!
I was just talking about how, like, what are the rules? Is he going to be in trouble for using avada kedavra, or, like, is it fined, or, like, how do those rules work? Is he going to be banished from the club?
The caverns below Hogwarts where you fought Isadora. Is that the location of the final repository?
It is. You see, we could not destroy the strands of emotion Isadora had stolen from so many. So we did all that we could to keep them safe. We also realized that until they could be destroyed, the magic used to create them was a danger to wizard kind. Hence, we became keepers. Keepers of an unfathomable secret. We knew that someday, one with the ability to see traces of ancient magic might be seduced by its power. We built the trials to lead that person to us, to allow them to prove themselves worthy of the knowledge we'd kept hidden and the responsibility that accompanies it.
Have I not proven myself, Professor? I need to get to that repository before Ranrock does.
You have, and you will. But the repository is protected by powerful ancient magic. To enter, you must craft a special wand from the 4 artifacts you found above our pensives.
So the repository is safe from Ranrock for now.
If he is, as you suspect, capable of using the power of the other repository, I fear he will be able to breach our defenses.
Then I must go now and craft this wand. Perhaps Mr. Ollivander will help me.
Another Ollivander? I'm not surprised. As I am sure he will tell you, this wand may be used for only one purpose. Return with the wand, and we will open the way forward.
I shall send an owl ahead to Ollivander. Whilst you visit him, I'll reach out to Professor Weasley.
Professor Weasley?
Yes. I may have made an error in judgment by not informing her of Ranrock's intentions earlier. I only hope it's not too late. If Ranrock really is going to try to drill below Hogwarts, we'll need all the help we can get.
Sebastian has gone too far. You saw what lies in the catacomb. I cannot stay here.
Wait, Anne, please.
Ominous. He was willing to put the whole hamlet and himself in danger on the chance that some old relic could help to heal me. I'm sorry, Ominous. Make sure he's all right, will you?
I'm glad you're here.
I received your owl.
Inside the catacomb. Frankly, I was surprised you weren't with him.
Ominous,
Stop. You swore you wouldn't let Sebastian take this one step further. Yet here we are.
He won't listen to reason.
I should have stopped him before. Sebastian's in real trouble now. I'm going back into the catacomb to find him. And the place is crawling with Inferi.
Inferi?
You'll see. I was so worried about Sebastian, I didn't even realize. Anne's gone to get Solomon. When she first saw the Inferi, she thought Sebastian was being attacked. But then he showed her the relic and said he'd learned how to use it.
The carvings on the relic were Inferi.
Not exactly. He's controlling them. This is powerful. As Anne and I frantically barricaded the Inferi to keep them from escaping, Sebastian... When Anne said she couldn't stay here, I didn't realize what she meant.
Solomon threatened to go to the head...
I need to get to Hogwarts. I must get to Professor Black first. I'll be back as soon as I can.
So for this, there are little handles on the wall that you just accio, and then the skulls and stuff come out, so you just Wingardium Leviosa them and make a bridge. Bada bing, bada bang.
Isn't this incredible?
Sebastian!
I told you! The relic is the answer! I've been trying to reverse the dark magic that injured Anne, but this will allow me to control it! Just as I can control the Inferi.
Control? I had to fight Inferi all the way...
What have the two of you done? Accio relic!
The relic!
made for this.
Levioso! She cannot be healed, Sebastian. You must stop.
I won't let her suffer. Avada kedavra! No!
You've made your choice.
Oh, Anne. What have you done? I must get out of here. Anne won't survive this. She's withering away, inside and out. Solomon's never been there for us, not really. He gave up on Anne. You saw him, didn't you? He was going to ruin her life. He attacked us. I had to use the killing curse. You know I did. If I hadn't known how to cast it.
I want to know it.
He did attack us. You had no choice. It was brave, Sebastian. You clearly care more about Anne than your uncle ever did.
I knew you'd understand. I did do the right thing.
You did. I would have done the same, if I knew how.
I could teach you.
No time like the present.
The killing curse won't be easy to master. Hold your wand steady. Focus. The incantation is avada kedavra. Your intention must be clear. I can't stay here. I need to find Ominous.
Sebastian.
Please, I'm not myself right now. Let's meet later, at the Undercroft, all right?
Hello, Mr. Ollivander. I want...
Yes, Professor. He was a bit cryptic, said...
Yes, sir. I have...
Oh, my. I will be honest, I have repaired broken ones, of course, but this is... I think I can work with what you've brought me. It is done. I should warn you, I've never seen a wand like this before. My suspicion, as Professor Fig implied in his letter, is that it serves a unique purpose. I doubt you shall find much use for it otherwise.
I understand. Thank you, sir.
I'm afraid you're on your own. I've ensured that we have a moment to ourselves. Oh, come, come. No need for such theatrics. In light of what Ranrock now knows, you must agree that our interests are aligned.
Our interests will never be aligned.
You would let goblins take what is rightfully ours? The final repository belongs to wizard kind. We would be fools not to work together. What's that you've got there? Might this sudden visit to the Wand Maker have something to do with our mutual pursuit?
I have no idea what you're talking about.
That repository is my birthright!
Charles Rookwood wouldn't have wanted you near it.
The arrogance. Should have known better than to try and reason with a child. I've always said, children should be seen and not heard.
How good life survived longer than expected. Avada kedavra! Well done for a child. No more happy days for you.
This part consists of a lot of different battles, but this one was definitely one of the most challenging just because of all the different aspects going on and all the different people who are trying to murder you.
Avada kedavra!
I can't believe it. Rookwood's reign is finally over.
She's devastated. She just buried your uncle alone.
I did it for her.
Sebastian, Anne can't bear the thought of turning you in, but...
What? Turn me in? She saw what happened.
I'll give you some time to think, Sebastian.
Turn me in?
Sebastian.
Did you hear that?
I know.
I can't believe he's gone. How did things go so wrong? I didn't mean it. Oh, Anne, I was only trying to help. I can't leave now. You understand. You can talk.
Don't worry, Sebastian.
Thank you.
Ominous.
What a mess. I can't believe it. Before I had time to talk to Black, I heard from Anne. She was beside herself with grief. I don't want to lose Sebastian, but...
We do have a choice. He clearly regrets everything.
We've both heard that before.
But we also need to think about Anne.
I understand what you're saying. We'd only be punishing Anne as well. I'll talk to Anne.
So Avada Kedavra takes a really long time to recharge, so I recommend getting multiple spell slots like I have. I have 3 groups, just because it takes so long to recharge. So if you have just one group, you're not going to want it on there. So that's just my recommendation. I also ended up putting the Phoenix and the Grafhorn together because I was like, they're like singles by themselves. So yeah, and I love this animation that he acts like a giant puppy when you're rubbing his belly.
Hello, is it?
How do you do? I'm Saccharissa Tugwood. Now, it may surprise you to learn that someone... But...
How...
Oh, there's more. You see, I've been... A cream that will rid our glorious school of the hideous, greasy pustules plaguing... But I've run out of the... Booba-tubers do grow in the Forbidden Forest, however.
I can try and find...
Marvelous. I only need a few Booba-tubers.
I decided I needed some seeds. I don't know why I don't have any this far into the game, but they are so helpful. I guess I just haven't really used or tried them that much, but while I was in Hogsmeade, I was like, I'm gonna pick up all the side quests that I can while I'm here, so you'll see me doing that. But I just want to finish side quests because I've focused on everything else but the side quests.
Bless you. Oh, thank you for asking. It's my dear friend Hazel.
Hazel?
Yes. Oh, she's a unicorn. She doesn't like to leave the forest, so I visit her once a week to brush out. Well, the last time I saw her, we were violently attacked. Hazel, loyal friend that she is,
I'm sorry to hear.
I want to help her, but she seems... I know you Hogwarts. Perhaps you could find my unicorn friend and...
Sir, is...
How kind of you to ask. I'm plotting a sort of revenge against my ex... He cut me out of our herbology supply business. I'll show him volatile.
I can see why.
Of course I'm angry now. Supercilious... A venomous tentacula he's grown from a seedling that... I can't get anywhere near it with Ruth Singer watching me like... But no one would suspect a student.
I'll get the venom.
Marvelous.
Pardon me.
Oh, hello. I was musing on the precious butterfly. When I was at Hogwarts, we told horrible stories about it. It's silly, but...
You want me to...
I do, yes.
Very well.
I didn't really care about those specific dialogues of those side missions because, as usual, people are asking you to do stuff for them. So for these two pots, I filled it up with the venomous Tentacula, and the Chinese chomping cabbage, because one of them needs a medium pot, one of them needs a large pot, and then over at my small pot, the mandrake fit in perfect. So here I am just filling all those in. I also realized all the side quests I got are in the Forbidden Forest, so I just pick a random one, go and do it, you know, fly a little bit away, do the next one, really handy, and then just come back to Hogsmeade for all of them.
That was a mistake. Incendio! Come bring us!
That smells awful.
Need to be quick.
Literally was thinking, I do not want to go in this cave. This girl set me up to go into a troll's cave. Are you joking? I'm gonna have to try to sneak around him. I do not want to do this. And then I realized, oh, I have this really sick new spell, so it's really handy when you're like, I don't really want to fight anyone.
That should do it. Oh, wow. Look what we have here. Come on, Hazel. I can take Hazel back to a vivarium now. Madam Bugbrook.
Oh, what a relief!
We're both fine, and I can keep her...
Oh, I'm so relieved.
Saccharissa.
Splendid. I hope...
It actually was a...
I suppose a higher price. Thank you, and don't know who should be more grateful.
Thank you guys so much for watching. I hope you guys enjoyed this part. Once again, so sorry for the audio. Hopefully it will not happen again. I should be learning my lesson by now, right? I will see you guys in the next part. And yeah, bye guys.